hopefully help y'all become better informed investors, man. Salute to everybody for rocking with me. Shout out to those that always pull up, hit that thumbs up like button, to let YouTube know that y'all appreciate this content. I appreciate y'all. First off, if you want to, come tap in with the private investment community on Facebook, but I got to do a shout out to one of my students that took my course, Joe. Shout out to Joe, man. He hit me up in the email just letting me know that, he wants to thank me. I'll just actually read his message. He said, bro, I just wanted to thank you, hit you up. He said, bro, I just wanted to hit you up and to say thank you. Real talk, I'm almost in tears because of you putting yourself out there and keeping our community educated and informed. On the latest 3 months, I have made over 400,000 using your course. Please share this with the group, but I would rather remain anonymous. If you want to call me, I will talk to you directly, though. There is, so he was also putting me up on another play. Now, if y'all want to catch that play right there, that's on y'all, but these are plays we talk about inside this group here. So congratulations to bro. I'm glad that, you were able to make that happen, bro. This is just the beginning. We have only seen, a sneak peek of what's to come. Do not get shaken out by the flood. Remember, none of this is financial advice, y'all. Y'all have to always do your own due diligence. But this is just the beginning. They shaking people off this rocket ship before we take off, y'all. This takes time. It doesn't, these cycles just don't switch and change every 2 weeks, y'all. You got to be patient. So here we are on Satoshi's Twitter page. We're just going to go over a few of the things that Satoshi was covering here, talking about FUD. Also be aware of the scammers. Please be aware of the scammers pretending to be Satoshi. Please be aware of the scams pretending to give out SHIB tokens. Please be aware of the scammers that are pretending to be me on Instagram as well as Facebook and in the YouTube comments. Please, I'm trying to tell y'all over and over. Some of y'all are hearing me say this, but then when this fake page reaches out to you, y'all still don't take the time to verify that it is the real me. I'm not reaching out to people. So if somebody is sending you a friend request or following you, I'm telling you, it's a scammer. So be suspicious of that ASAP. So Satoshi says, all that said, I have good news for the SHIB army this week, going back into quiet mode to finish up. So we have some news here, y'all. This is what you call the rumor. There's a saying, buy the rumor, sell the news. Now, I'm not trying to hype anybody up to where, if nothing too major happens that, people get, disappointed and, sell out. I can't, the people who are here for the short term, I can't make y'all happy. I'm here for the people, anybody's free to watch this information, but I'm covering this journey, for a longer, my strategy is a longer term. I'm 5 years plus in Shiba Inu. So if you're not looking at this from a long-term investment standpoint, then this information might not, fit you. But for those that are holding and understand what diamond hands is and understand how you have to be patient and timing the market beats timing the market, this is for y'all. But, even if SHIB doesn't have something super exciting coming up, we just get to load our bags up even further. That's what we need to continue to do. That's how you get rich. The real key to this is to buy the dips over time, and when the price skyrockets, you'll have such a big bag that you'll be rich. Now, this is not saying everybody's going to be rich, because it depends on your definition of rich, as well as the amount of tokens that you were able to purchase during those dips. But that's the game behind how you hit that million level. So so we looking forward to that. Let's retweet that. So Satoshi also says, just give us space to execute and stop trying to make us out to be villains. We want the best for SHIB, and we'll make sure we continue to get it. Worldwide entities are watching disruptive technologies. Get over it and keep it moving. No FUD, frustrated haters. So Satoshi, I understand how it can be sometimes with all the haters and the FUD, just take it easy. Don't let it all get to you, and just, stay focused on the mission and realize what we are about to make happen here. Those people who are doing all this FUD, they did the same thing to people that were calling, Dogecoin to 1 cent. They did the same thing to people that were calling Bitcoin to $1, Bitcoin to $100, even Bitcoin to, $1,000. So don't even worry about it, Satoshi. Just, continue to, help bring value to the community, and we will be here stand down for the come up, as well, bringing this content to everybody. So also Satoshi says, thank you for almost 500,000 followers. With this comes incredible messages like today. I'm reporting you to whoever for whatever FUD, and I respond, you think they haven't been watching us all year? They've said they're watching everything. Response, I'm going to use 1x. So I'm not sure what that was right there, but people reaching out, causing a lot of FUD, frustrating Satoshi. But we got big news, coming this week. I'm expecting, so I'm loading up here. It's up to you how often you want to add to your position, but just realize, what are you doing with, that cup of coffee money? You buying, if that's your thing, it's your thing. But we all have somewhere where we can, make some type of sacrifices to save a little extra money to invest it. And I'm not telling you to do this if you're not prepared to lose the money. I only invest what I'm prepared to lose. And I'm not saying that I want to lose it. I'm not trying to jinx myself or anything like that or speak bad on it. But what I'm saying is I don't put myself in a financial burden. I won't invest so much where my lifestyle has to stop or where I'll have to, figure out something different, so I encourage y'all to, if y'all are listening to this information, to not just use half of it. I had one of my subscribers tell me, he invested $600 at the top and it went down, and he was like mad at me, and I'm like, man, like, he said, I listened to you and I bought Shiba Inu and I put in $600 and I lost it. I'm like, bro, you listening to half the information then, or not even half, because I also said only put in what you're willing to lose, and don't invest in the project unless you really believe in it long term, unless it's a quick flip and you want to, quick flip your money, but that's not this project right here, so that's all I can say about that. But let's get into the chart real quick, see how the markets are looking. We're down about 1%, almost 0.72%. Bitcoin is down 1.7% in the last 24 hours, 7% for the week. That is almost, a nice little discount. Y'all know my level. I like to buy at 10% discounts or more. Now, normally I like to buy a 10% discount on the day, but not all the time will you get that. So sometimes you'll want to take a look at how it's looking for the week. And if it's 10% off for the week, that might be, a good buy as well. Especially, my range where I really like to pull the trigger at is that 15%. If it's something I really want to aggressively add to my position. But if it's something I'm just casually dollar cost averaging in like shib, well then a 10% discount is nice for me. So we got BNB down 0.14%, 6% for the week. Solana down 1.4%, 3.7% for the week. And I hope y'all are also adding to some of these other top 10 coins as well, because these ones are, very important to this crypto ecosystem and where we're headed in the future. Most of these have their own blockchains. That's the reason why you see some of these coins like Solana, like Cardano, XRP, Polkadot in these top ranks like this, Ethereum, Bitcoin, because they all, even BNB, because they all have their own blockchain. That's what the most important coins will eventually end up being. And that's why I'm so excited for what we have to come with Shiba Inu, because the Shibarium is still on the way, y'all. Think about it. Everything that the dev team from Shiba Inu told us that they would be dropping, they dropped, so we have zero reason to doubt them, and look, they come through. If all of us that have been loading up on our positions, we made so much money during that run up. Now, I don't know, it was up to you to take profits, it's up to you to hold or whatever, that's up to you, but we made a lot of money, so we should be fine. This, what we're seeing right now, this is nothing. Y'all should be able to, be patient, let the time pass that it's going to take for, the price to continue, to, move up by bringing in new investors, by bringing in or having new catalysts, bringing new technologies to the ecosystem as well. So this is all a part of that process. So Crow's also going bonkers too as well. I hope y'all grabbed that when I told y'all, because when you see coins like Crow, any of these exchange coins, those are, you want to pay attention to those. Matter of fact, so Crow is up 10% today, 80% in the week, 84% for the week. This is, man, that one is nice. And I'm glad I just loaded my bag up before that nice little run up on Crow. So that was pretty cool. But let's do a little TA on SHIB and just, see what we see. Because remember, I told y'all, when the markets are irrational, it can stay that way longer than most of us can remain solvent. So some people will get eaten up before, they can, let the markets return to normal. And you got to remember, these markets understand, the human psychology on, the normal time frame that the average holder is holding for, and, how long can they hold in the hole. And, once they shake all those people out, we'll be going right back up. We'll start to staircase our way back up. We'll break through each one of those resistances, make a new support, or make a support, break through a resistance, make a support, all the way until we sneak ourselves back into, these ranges where, you're wondering, why didn't I buy more when it was cheaper? Why at all those opportunities I got when the price was down there did not load up? Now, remember, this is not financial advice. I believe in this project, to the point where I will be holding SHIB 5 years plus. Yes, I have multiple bags. If, something crazy happens, I will take a cherry off. I tell y'all that. I also encourage y'all to secure y'all original investments. So, that's just to, so that way you're basically playing with the house's money now. Now, you secured your original investment, and now you can let the rest ride. Now, I don't encourage, I encourage y'all to do whatever you want to do, but some people's strategy is different because their original investment, if the price continues to move up, they'll make even more money by leaving in that original investment. So that's just one thing I want y'all to keep in mind. So understand, if you do take out your original investment, that you're earning less when the price moves up overall, but it is safer to secure your original investment. So just keep that in mind. But if you're one of those people that are listening and not investing more than you're willing to lose, then it might not hurt you to have to leave in your original investment. That's all I want y'all to be able to think about. So we are on a day chart. Let's go to the 4 hour. We're getting smaller and smaller candles. When we see smaller, like when we see big candles signify confidence in that movement. So that means the market was confident in these big movements that it made with these. Now you notice as we get in this range right here, the candles are starting to get smaller and smaller. So that shows us that something is about to happen. We can't call it exactly because nobody knows exactly. I tell you in all these videos that this is not a crystal ball. This is just basically to predict what is likely to happen by looking at, using tools, using indicators, and looking at previous areas in the chart to determine support and resistance areas, as well as supply and demand zones, and looking at patterns as well to determine, what breakouts are likely to happen. But let's go down to the 4 hour real quick, see if something is more clear. And really, we are in no rush, y'all. I think in the next 2 to 3 weeks, we will see something nice happen. But, I can't call it for sure, especially while the markets are being irrational. We just came off of a stint of manipulation. When you see the market, this one thing I want you to learn too. When you see that the market is being manipulated, you have to, reassess the data you have at hand, because let's go back to with the GameStop craze, when they froze the markets and they froze trading on GME, AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond, BlackBerry, Nokia, Space, for y'all that are familiar with stocks. But when that happened, a lot of people assumed it would turn around right away after they did that. But after they pulled that trick, that beat the spirits of the market down, and things continued to sell off and sell off and sell off for, a couple months until, everybody kind of forgot about it and things got quiet. And then next, we took off again. So shout out to those reaching out to the channel. I will hit y'all as soon as this video is over with. Appreciate y'all. Let's see. So yeah, I just want y'all to understand that they might try to drag this out. This is literally chess. They're playing chess. So if you're one of those people like, man, I can't take it, I'm about to sell, you're one of the ones that they can't wait to get you out. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. It might be smart to get out right here. If the price falls lower and then buy back in, then you'll be able to buy more. That might happen, but I'm not the one to try to tell y'all to risk it and time it, because I've seen this happen time and time again with investors thinking that they could perfectly time it, and then, they sell it. The price, might drop a little bit. You thought you did something good, and right away, by the time you blink, the price is, way beyond where you thought it would be at. So you just keep that in mind. So let's see, on the 4 hour chart, it's looking like we should have a breakout forming really, really soon right here. Right off of this, y'all know, here we have this bull flag forming. We should get a breakout for the size of the flag, which puts us right back at this area where we could retest this resistance of the 51.97 level. So here we are right now at 43. it's looking like we want to push up. We might see some resistance at the 49 right there, just because that's where these candles are. But if we can break through right here, this traffic here, then we can, you know, retest this 51 level right there, almost 52. And once we break out of that, then we should be, you know, moving back up. Now, this is not a guarantee. Why? Because the markets can remain irrational longer than we can remain solvent. Honestly, I think they might continue this pattern down. You see, we're making lower lows, or excuse me, we're making lower highs the entire way down. Lower highs the entire way down, but we are holding our support here at around that 44 level. Or 41, just about 43 level here, 41 level here. So let's throw support. So we got support just about right there, and then we got another one. It just broke through. So we got support at that 43 level. It broke through right about to the 41 level, picked right back up. But notice we're still trading inside of this flag here. What it's looking like is we should be having a breakout sometime here, and that is the 25th is showing us. But remember, last time it was like one day before, I believe. So it happened a little earlier, and then it broke to the downside. So it gave us a false breakout to the upside and pushed to the downside even further the last time we seen that happen. So keep that in mind. I believe that was somewhere around right here where we were waiting for that breakout. It gave us a false breakout up here and then continued to just work its way down. But notice though, we're not really moving underneath this support. What is this doing though to the mentality of the average trader? It's beating them down. It's tiring them out. It's exhausting them. It's getting them weaker and weaker. But us continuing to hold this line will make the sellers eventually all be out of, you know, basically selling positions. And, you know, hopefully they'll turn around, join us, and push the price up even further. So I would say continue to hold the line. You know, this is a marathon, not a sprint. And add here, you know, if you're looking for a good indication to buy, we're down almost, what was that, 15% for the week. And we could bring out our Bollinger Bands. We could bring out a few other indicators. We could bring out RSI, Relative Strength Index, you know, just to determine. So with our RSI, it shows us that we still have a little bit, you know, more cooling off to do. So we could potentially pull back a little bit more. Let's take a look at the chart to see where exactly it could be. So right at that lower Bollinger Band, which is the 41.96 level. So it's showing us that we could potentially pull back to that 41.96. So y'all might want to set the buy orders at 41.96. This is not financial advice, but I'm just telling y'all what the chart is telling us is likely to happen. So and we could determine that because if we see the RSI is still considered, it's not considered oversold until it drops underneath a 35. But if we put it at that 30 level right there, this is the support where we see over and over it hits that support of that 30 level and bounces back off. Hits the support of the 30 level here, bounces back off to the resistance of about that 56 level, trades sideways for a moment, then hit that 30 level again, goes back up to that 60 right there. Now it's trading downward, looking like it wants to head back towards that 30 level, which would push us downwards in price to the lower Bollinger Band, which will let other buyers know to start buying at that point. So that's what I want y'all to start layering these indicators and tools on top of each other. Bollinger Band with the RSI, so you can start to, you know, get better entries on the chart. And that's all I got for y'all, man. Load up. Y'all gonna be sad, you know, if you don't when we go to new all-time highs. That's all we got for this video. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, and we are out.